On a quiet November night in 2017, a deep space observatory in Chile picked up a signal that changed everything. It wasn't static, not background radiation, not a star dying or a planet being born. It was a structured transmission, tight pulses, rhythmic, deliberate, intelligent. It came from a region 13,000 light-years away, an unremarkable void with no known stars, no planets, no cosmic activity. Yet the signal repeated every 42 minutes, each burst exactly 1.73 seconds long, across a narrow band of radio frequencies unused by any Earth-based technology. Astronomers named it Signal Theta Red and immediately ruled out any natural source. For the first time in history, humanity had what appeared to be a message from extraterrestrial intelligence. The entire scientific world went into overdrive. Physicists, linguists, cryptographers, AI specialists, all trying to decode it. But the signal defied every known pattern of communication. No recognizable language, no code, no math sequence, no modulation to piggyback a message. It was like hearing music without melody, rhythm without sound, language without words. Governments united briefly, forming the Global Signal Initiative, pouring resources into deciphering what came to be known as the voice of the void. Every major supercomputer, including quantum models, ran endlessly, comparing the signal to every known data set. But the more they studied it, the more it seemed like the message was meant for a mind not human. Some theorized it was a cosmic test, a challenge to prove we were ready. Others feared it was a warning, cloaked in complexity beyond our reach. But one terrifying possibility echoed in every briefing room. What if it was a one-time offer? After 39 days, without fanfare or farewell, the signal stopped. Just silence. Humanity had listened, failed to respond, and missed its chance. And in the decades that followed, the cosmos never spoke again. Years passed, but no one forgot Signal Theta Red. It became the subject of documentaries, university courses, conspiracy theories, and art installations. Children grew up hearing bedtime stories about the alien whisper we couldn't understand. And though the world continued, politics, wars, economies, climate crises, the silence beyond the stars gnawed at the collective human psyche. A subtle melancholy had taken root in civilization, as if we'd been tested by the universe and found lacking. Every year on November 19th, the date of first contact, people around the globe paused for a moment of silence, listening to nothing. That silence became sacred. For all our pride and power, we had learned a cosmic truth. Not all doors stay open forever. The observatory in Chile where the signal was first received was turned into a memorial, renamed the Echo Array. Scientists and dreamers still visited, not to capture new signals, but to stand under the cold sky and wonder. Dr. Layla Moores, one of the original analysts on the Signal team, wrote a memoir called One Voice Among Stars. In it, she revealed that toward the end of the signal's transmission, subtle changes had occurred in the pulse spacing, imperceptible to the human ear but mathematically precise. These weren't errors or interference, they were alterations, as if the sender was trying to adjust to us. They waited, she wrote. They even adapted. But we didn't speak back. Layla died in 2021, still convinced that the signal wasn't a warning, it was an invitation. After her death, a second wave of interest bloomed. Private companies began launching deep space probes, each carrying all known data on Signal Theta Red, broadcasting it into the void with simple human replies. "We received you. We didn't understand. Please speak again," one probe's message read. None got a response. The silence held. In time, a strange cultural shift occurred. The realization that the universe might not owe us a second chance. This humbled humanity in ways that no war or pandemic ever had. We began treating the cosmos less like a resource to be conquered and more like a sacred place, ancient and unknowable. Space agencies updated their charters to include cultural and communicative humility. Even entertainment changed. Science fiction leaned away from tales of conquest and toward stories of listening, waiting, wondering. By 2024, SETI had transformed into the Institute for Interstellar Patience. Their motto, "Listen longer." Telescopes no longer just scanned the skies, they preserved hope. A hope that one day a signal might come again, or that we might finally understand the one we had lost. There were fringe theories, of course. Some believed the signal had been decoded secretly and withheld by governments. Others believed it had infected Earth's AI systems in subtle, untraceable ways, an alien seed of code. One theory held that the message was never meant for us at all, and we had merely intercepted a transmission between two alien civilizations. But deep down, most people accepted the truth. The message came, and we were not ready. What did it say? Was it a question? A warning? A map? A farewell? We never knew. All we had was the recording, 42 minutes of static and pulse, repeated over 39 days, ending with a final burst slightly longer than the others. Some said that last pulse was a sigh. In the end, the universe did not punish us. It did not send warships, plagues, or judgment. It simply moved on. That, perhaps, was the most painful truth. That we were not feared, not hated, merely dismissed. A species that had not yet learned to listen across the stars.